One of the hardest questions you can ask yourself is the current guy that I'm dating actually the right one for me? Sometimes we don't want to admit to ourselves that we are having those doubts or that we really are genuinely confused if the guy is the one because we don't have a go-to guide or a checklist of what we should do. Well, until today's video, of course. So let's dive into what you need to be looking out for to evaluate if your guy is the one for you. Let's go, like and subscribe. You can both talk to each other. Now, the difference between an immature relationship and a mature relationship is the lack of communication. When we first start dating, we actually hide our feelings. And sometimes we don't want to come on too strong, but also we don't want to tell someone that what they've done or even the things that they have said to us has offended us and it has hurt our feelings. We are solely focused on the happiness instead of our own happiness as an individual. When we enter into mature relationships, we are willing to tell someone that what they did was wrong. This means being able to tell your partner about your needs instead of expecting them to just figure it out. So if you can both sit down and talk about an uncomfortable subject with each other, this is the first sign he is the one. Let's say, for example, you are asking him to understand your love language. And if he's willing to take this on board and to show you how you want to be loved, this is huge. Communication is vital for any long-lasting relationship. Being able to open up, being able to vent, and to cry without letting things get bottled up and exploding is a sign that this guy is emotionally stable and he is the right one for you. He makes future big deal plans. Now, I'm not talking about let's go to IKEA and buy a new coffee table type of permanent fixture in the living room plan. I'm talking big plans such as let's go to the Dominican Republic in 2025. If he is right for you, he is going to put in that effort leading up to the plans. You will expect him to talk to you about accommodation benefits to the holiday, figuring out a savings budget, and if it's worth upgrading the luggage room on the plane. When a guy can plan for big deal events months or years into the future, it shows he's planning to keep you in his life. It means he's investing his time into you because he wants things to work out. Disagreements don't mean breakups. Now, if you are able to just relax and be comfortable enough with someone that you don't panic to stand up for yourself, specifically in arguments, this is a sign that you are comfortable with this person and that they are the one for you. Because honestly, let's be real, every relationship has its arguments and its falls out, and there is a lot of compromise in a relationship. That's inevitable. But if during an argument, the person that you are dating is very quick to walk away from that relationship, they threaten to end it, it's a sign that this person is not that invested into you or that they are emotionally unstable, which are both reasons that this person is not the one for you. He is emotionally healthy. You do not deserve to be with an emotionally avoidant guy, an insecure guy, or even a toxic guy because you can do so much better. If your guy is able to emotionally regulate, meaning he does not get triggered and doesn't turn inwards in an emotional heap, it means he can handle his emotions well. He isn't volatile and doesn't have an attachment trauma. This is a huge sign that he is the right one for you. He is proud to be in a relationship with you. If a guy puts on a false bravado around his friends, tries to make out that he's not really that interested in you, refers to you as the ball and chain, purposely ignores your calls when he's with his mates, or overcompensates the fact that he is certainly not whipped in this relationship, it's a guy that does not respect you and, to be frank, is not the one and you can do so much better. In comparison, a man that is proud to love you can withstand the jokes his friends make about him being in love. These are signs that he is the right one for you because nothing can get in the way of you two. He stands up for you. Let's say you don't have a good relationship with his mother. Maybe she doesn't think that you are good enough, or the typical "you're taking my baby away from me" type of thing, or one of his friends says hurtful things to him about you. A guy that is right for you will stick up for you in front of you and when you are not there. He will not let people put you down or tell passive-aggressive jokes about you. He's going to tell them to stop. He will put down a boundary and he is willing to walk away and hand out consequences for people who disobey his boundaries and words. He brags about you. Now, I am not talking about him bragging about you to you. I'm talking about him bragging about you in front of other people that he knows. Strangers, could be friends, could be family. This is an act of a guy that is very interested in you and appreciates everything that you have to offer. It's literally loving admiration, and it's a good sign that this person is the one for you. He does things to make you feel happy. He will watch, he will listen, or he will attend something that he doesn't understand or enjoy just because he knows how much it means to you. As an example, he may be very confused as to why you love watching Korean dramas. However, he will sit through a weekend binge with you just because he knows how much you enjoy watching these shows, so therefore he does that too. He may go out shopping with you even though he feels like he is dying on the inside. He does these small acts of service because he knows that you are happy, therefore he joins in because he wants to experience your happiness. He respects the things that you find important. A guy that does not celebrate your small wins with you, or someone that doesn't appreciate you when you are speaking about something passionate, is a guy that does not deserve you at all. But if your guy shows interest in what is important to you and makes a big deal of those things that you find important, this is a sign of a good guy. Sometimes he may not understand why you find something so incredibly important, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't appreciate it or that he doesn't give you that time of day to talk about that topic. For example, it could be you have lots of crystals and tarot cards in your home. To him, he doesn't understand what it's all about, but he lets you talk about your monthly astrological forecast or your own theories about why we should all activate our fifth dimensional frequency. He doesn't get it, but he still lets you talk anyway because he sees your passion. He initiates with you. The masculine energy is all about hunting and gathering, going out there for what he wants and winning something. So you can expect a guy that is right for you to contact you frequently. He will be wanting to see you. You may even hear him say to you, "Let's do something at the weekend because I've not seen you for ages and I miss you." Now, this type of behavior is a guy that is willing to see you and invest into you because he wants to make that effort. He will always be wanting to reach the next level of the relationship with you. If he doesn't do this, it's a sign he is not the one for you. This is, it's the most important sign of today's video. How do you feel? Really, do you actually feel good when you are with him? Do you feel that you are holding back or that you are trying to hide something about yourself? Because if you are, this is a sign that you are not comfortable with him and he is not the right one. Instead, if you are able to let down your walls and you are able to feel comfortable, this is a sign that you have a great chemistry between you both and that you are able to build a future together. Now, feeling secure in a relationship is so incredibly important, and when you do feel comfortable, you can open up that security. He respects your boundaries. Boundaries are crucial in the development of your own self-growth and also in a relationship. At the start of every relationship, there is always a power battle between two people when that honeymoon phase has ended. It's where you're both trying to figure out each other's boundaries and limits. Let's say, however, that your partner crosses the line. He violates one of your boundaries. This is going to happen. If you bring it up with him and you tell him why you feel disrespected and unheard, and he is able to learn from this and then does not continue to violate this boundary in the future, it means he's a good guy. However, if he continues to violate your boundaries and ignores when you tell him to not do something, this is a sign he is not the one for you.